Welcome, I'm John, and this week I have another fruit flavor to review. This one is a classic, and I only say that because it's been around for many years, and I'm surprised I didn't review it in the beginning of this channel. But in any case, this is Blueberry Extra, offered by the Flavor Apprentice. This is an excellent blueberry flavor, and its taste is very accurate, almost something like a blueberry jam. Some people might argue that a more realistic or extract-like flavor would be better, but for vaping, I find sweetened flavors like this blueberry or strawberry ripe usually translate better to vapor compared to more realistic flavors. This is not the most authentic or best standalone blueberry you can get, but its best strength is that it mixes well together with other more prominent flavors, and you will see a good example of that on today's recipe. Now about the taste of Blueberry Extra, which is a little complicated since it will taste a little different based on the amount used. So the next 3 samples were all steeped for 24 hours and mixed at an even 50-50 ratio. The 3% tasted very faint. The blueberry barely comes through, and there's also a slight bitter aftertaste. Next, at 6%, it tasted a little more like blueberry, but still very faint. Now there's also a slight syrupy aftertaste coming through, but again it's minimal. So I'd say around 6% would be a good amount to use it as a secondary flavor. And last at 12%, which is a bit too high for my liking, but if you're planning on using this flavor solo, then 12% is a good start. The 12% had a good amount of flavor, still a little faint, but the blueberry now comes through much better. At this ratio, if you just add 1% of sweetener to cover some of the bitterness, then it would be an acceptable single flavor e-liquid. Now moving from the taste to the recipe I prepared next. I was tempted to make a shake and vape since this is a great flavor for that, but I decided to go for a full flavor recipe instead to show you the potential of this flavor. So this will be something close to a blueberry muffin e-liquid. Here is the recipe. It uses the very nice Capella cake butter, which I'm experimenting with right now too, and I'm going to be reviewing very soon. And then some vanilla custard for more vape body. If you have Flavora's Boysenberry, I would recommend using it, since it does make a difference here. Altogether, this will be at 14% without the optional flavors, and you will need about 3 to 5 days steeping. The taste is surprisingly rich for such a simple recipe, and the flavor and smell of the vapor are also very pleasurable. All in all, this is a good blueberry flavor to try, and you will find it also in many recipes online. There is also TFA's Blueberry Wild, which is similar, but tastes closer to a blueberry fruit juice rather than a jam, and I will review that at some point too. If you have any recipes or comments about this flavor, feel free to share them with us. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next week with a very different video than usual.